Earlier, CNN's Alex Marquardt spoke with Yusuf هماش, an aid worker with the Norwegian Refugee Council who lives in Gaza with his family. They discussed what life has been like in Gaza 3 days into the temporary ceasefire and why he feels the international community needs to do more to help find a permanent solution to the crisis there.
We lived these 3 days and tomorrow we are going to live the 4th day. But we are preparing ourselves that we might die in the 5th day. That's the situation in Gaza. This is for the first time since 7 weeks we were able to walk safely in the streets, sleep safely, be in the streets without having that feeling that you might get bombed in any second. And that's what's going to make it really hard for people to go back into this circle of violence, because even for 3 days now, people have tasted the sense of safety. A lot of people were using this opportunity to reach for other people who are in the north of Gaza City to check if their house is still there or have been destroyed. And also a lot of people use it as a chance to feel sad and sorrow for their loved ones who lost them, while we didn't have even time to feel sad for our beloved ones that we lose during these 7 weeks of madness.
What have you done during these 3 days? What have they meant for you?
So at least for 3 days, at least I managed to reach out for my relatives, who some of them were injured during the bombardment. Now we are going to the winter, and the winter have arrived, and people are not prepared because I'm from the northern part of Gaza, and when I fled to the southern part, I fled without anything. So I use it also as an opportunity to go and at least find proper clothes for my children, because the weather is going to be harsh and we have nothing. I have a roof to cover my head, but a lot of people, thousands of people, doesn't have that option. We never seen homeless people in Gaza in our lives. Now it's really common to see people sleeping in the streets and people just looking for any place and consider it as a shelter without any means of protection. And with this weather, it's going to be really, really hard on them to cope with it. I work for a humanitarian organization, and if you combine us all as a humanitarian organization, international organization, UN agencies, and the national organization, we cannot cover the need for the people in the south. And these 4 days are not enough. And it's an impossible mission that we can cover the need. All the aid that get in, it did change something, but in terms, comparing to the need, unfortunately, it's not covering the scale of need that we have. The aid is changing something, but you cannot, it's not tangible, you cannot feel it because the amount of need is massive.